Here's your review of a film called Bad Words, starring Jason Bateman and directed by Jason Bateman, and really starring nobody else but Jason Bateman. In this film, Jason is a grown man of 40, and he discovers a loophole in a spelling bee and attempts to win it as an adult. Of course, there's more to the movie, but I don't want to give away.
Right.
Marcus, you attended a special screening of Bad Words, and you did a Q&A with Jason afterwards. What's he like? Any good stories?
No, not really. He was a fun, really easygoing dude. Really easygoing. And I was like, "Are you tired?" Because he had been doing a lot of press all day. Like, dude, are you tired? Before he went in, he's like, "No, I'm ready. Let's do it. I won't leave you hanging. We're gonna have a lot of fun." And of course, we did. We had a good time.
That is a dream interview.
Oh, it is?
My God.
You love him that much?
No, that he came to play.
That he said, don't worry, we're going to have a great time. I'd be like, ooh, load off. How many times have you suffered through pulling teeth out of someone? Please say something remotely interesting.
And the other cool thing about him is, like a lot of entertainers who have been around for a long, long time, they don't want to talk about the past, but that's all anybody ever wants to talk about when you're, a certain caliber of a celebrity. And he was like, he loved it. He loved everybody asking about Arrested Development. He's like, you know what? I love people asking me about Arrested Development. I love people asking me about Silver Spoons.
Good for him for
I love it all.
it.
I mean, people still care about the fact that I'm here, so
he gets it.
I'm not a guy who worries about. He's like, I've been through too much stuff to be complaining about being asked about old stuff. I want to talk about Bad Words, but the movie will speak for itself.
All right, well, let's talk about the film a little bit. Some critics are comparing Bad Words to the classic Bad Santa. Is Bad Words at that level?
Ooh.
God, I love that movie. It's one of my favorite movies.
Bad Santa is awesome. It's pretty close.
Oh, come on.
It's pretty close.
So you tell me this movie is awesome.
Well,
I loved it. I loved it.
It's good.
It's Bad Santa awesome, man.
I don't know.
Well, put it this way. They compared it to Bad Santa because you have this person who's really a bad guy. And you have a little kid who he just gets battered through the entire film. So there's that similarity, but I loved it.
There's clearly a plot in this film that's much deeper than a 40-year-old loser entering a spelling bee. Was the plot predictable?
No, but after a while, you did kind of figure out what was going on.
Sure. So for a film like this to work, the co-star has to be strong. Jason's co-star in Bad Words is a 9-year-old Indian kid named Rohan Chand, who he refers to the entire film as Slumdog. How was...
Jesus. Oh, my God.
Rohan. How was he?
I like Rohan. It's here's the thing
that
about...
punchline worked, didn't
that
it?
was...
The great thing about this is you have this kid who was so completely lovable, and he really kind of infects you with his niceness, and you have this character played by Jason Bateman who is just like the complete opposite, just a pissy, mean, cranky dude all the time. And of course, obviously, he wears him down with his niceness at the end. But there are a couple of pretty cool plot twists.
Oh.
Twat twists.
Twat twists. Hey, Marcus.
Can you say that on there?
No.
I don't know what that is.
If Judd Apatow directed this, would it have been a great film? Would it have been a better film? Because Jason's starring and he's did he bite more than he could chew?
No. I know. Why'd you pick Judd Apatow, of all people?
Because this is the type of film he does.
Honestly, if Judd Apatow had done this film, it would probably been too long. Because Judd Apatow makes movies that end up being like a half hour long. Like the good part is good, really good, but then they end up being a little too long. Even like not 40-year version, but Knocked Up. Liked it a lot, but it could have been about 20 minutes shorter.
Is this film too mean?
No, absolutely not. And actually, that was one of the things that Jason Bateman talked about. Is like, listen, with this particular character, if you make him soft or too nice, nobody's going to buy it. If you're going to do it, you got to go all the way with it, which is why the movie ended up being R-rated, which is why it's so friggin' funny.
Sum it all up. Let me just say this. If you want to laugh, check out the film. It's super politically incorrect, so if you get offended, stay away.
It's very politically incorrect.
I love the plot. It really spoke to me.
Yeah.
The idea of revenge is sweet and bitter all at the same time. I'm going to give it 3 1/4 purge.
I'm going to give it 4 Aussies. I liked it. I've seen it 3 times already.
Oh, my God.